Okay, so next section is going to be dealing with normal results. So it's a bit difficult because we haven't got any normal results in here. By normal results I mean blue results. So blue results are results that the lab has deemed to be completely normal, within the normal range. We went through very carefully and looked at the blue results to see if there were any weird ones that they'd said were normal but actually were abnormal or needed something doing with. And we did that for quite a while, and we're quite confident that it's actually quite a good process. At the bottom, and then blue. So at the bottom of this would be a section of blue, and what you would do is pretend these are blue, hold down your left mouse button, pull down so you've highlighted all the blue ones, go to bulk file. So as you can see here, this is a good checks and balances. You cannot bulk file black or red results, it won't let you do it, which is quite good. Only parts with status of normal, i.e. blue, can be bulk filed. So if you were doing this with blue results, it would come up with a thing saying, are you happy you want to bulk file all of these? And you basically say yes. And it files them, and they disappear out of your inbox. If you want to reset your inbox after that, because mine doesn't tend to want to reset, you can press F5 and that will get rid of any results that have been dealt with. So it sort of cleans it up so you can see what you're still left with. And that's pretty much straightforward as that with blue results. And I tend to do that first because then I can get that out of the way and deal with things I actually need to deal with. So let's go on to other results which are potentially easy to deal with. So let's look at the HIV. The reason I want to look at HIV is because HIV hepatitis, because it's something that looks quite complicated but actually isn't quite complicated. So let's open one of these up and let's get going. So remember, to open up you can either double click on the result or you can right click and press view report. You wouldn't normally get that, that's because it's a test patient. So when you double clicked on the result, this is what it will look like. You've opened the patient's record, so you can potentially click on up here and go directly into the record and then go back into the results, and I'll show you how to do that. You have the result headers here of the different tests, and you need to go through each one of these in turn and make sure you've covered everything before trying to file anything. Then you have these options up here. So you have file entire report, so that means filing all 4 of these headers at the same time. File battery, which means filing this tab here that we're on at the moment, and that's it, and then the 3 will be left. Next report, which is the next report on your list. Previous report is previous report on your list. Close is how you get out. Report will not be marked as viewed, don't worry about that, because you don't need to worry about it. So if you click close, that will literally just take you back into every screen you were in, get rid of the patient. So you can go back and forward, it's fine. So you're in this result. Graph fold readings, you're not going to need to use that. Message, you're not going to need to use that. Print could be useful if you want to print out the result. I've never used it. Delete, I would keep well away from. So it's this end of the thing you're going to be using. And I usually use file entire report. So I'll look at each bit, and if they all don't need any action, you can file the whole thing. So here we have 4 headers. HIV screening test. A lot of this is just getting used to the terminology. So that's HIV 1 and 2 antibody screen test. Hepatitis A IgM antibody test. Hepatitis B surface antigen test. Hepatitis C antibody screening test. Now these are all obviously infectious disease tests. So it's usually screening. It's very unlikely to be positive for anything. If they're in black especially, they're probably not positive anyway. But they can't put them in blue because for some reason they just can't put them in blue, these ones. So what you're looking for them to be normal is this, not detected. So not detected is negative. HIV, not detected, negative. Hepatitis, not detected, negative. Hepatitis B, not detected, negative. Hepatitis C, not detected, negative. So this result is completely normal. It may look scary, these are big conditions, these are big diseases, but all it's saying is none of these have been found. This test is completely normal. So you can file the entire report, and you press file entire report, and this is what you get. So up here you can see what reports you're filing, which is all of those we just looked at. Pathology results, yes, you won't really change that. And here are the options. So we go normal, because they're normal. Take no action, which is automatically onto that one. So the result will be normal, take no action. Okay. And what it will automatically do is we'll file that, get rid of it out of your inbox. So if we go back to the inbox, you can see here that test is now grey, which is useful because you do make a mistake and you file something. If you ever file something you're not happy with, or you wish you hadn't filed it, or it's still here. So until you press F5 it'll still be there. So you can still tell somebody or retrieve the patient, or this is an extra backup for you. Okay. But what it will do is file it and go to the next one. So here we go again. Now this looks like more stuff, but again these are all hepatitis and HIV tests. There's just more different types. So HIV negative, hepatitis A negative, not detected, hepatitis B not detected. Now when you've got two lines, this is where it gets confusing, because then when you click on the top line it swaps the lines around. Can you see that? So HIV, those two you've just looked at are up here, and the ones you haven't looked at are down here. It's really annoying to try and work out what tabs you've looked at and what you haven't. There's no way around that, that's what I found. You just have to keep going through it. So I always double check. So hepatitis C, please see secondary test result. That's not normal. That's not detected, is it? That's a different result, so we'll come back to that. And also the lab comments have written some stuff up here. Why they've written why he performed the test, I have no idea, that's completely irrelevant. Hepatitis C reactive, that's abnormal, isn't it? Hepatitis C genotype, we don't need to go into that, but basically they found hepatitis C here, and that's telling you what type it is. And hepatitis C has been detected, so that's quite straightforward, isn't it? So it's an interesting one. We've got some results here which are normal and some results are abnormal, but we can deal with that. So we click on one header and do not file the entire report, file the battery. So all you're filing is this bit. So HIV is negative. So check up here, just filing HIV test, which is normal. Take no action. Okay, that's filed. HIV test, and if you try and file it again it'll say it will have been filed. Useful. Hepatitis A, file battery, normal. Hepatitis B, not detected, normal. And this is where we get to that's abnormal, that's don't know, that's abnormal, that's abnormal, that's abnormal. So excuse me, you're going to leave those. You may even want to flag that up to a clinician, but you're going to leave those. You've done what you can, you filed the normal ones, close it. Now that will show that you've looked at the result, but will still be in the inbox because there are results that are abnormal. As I said, you may even want to then forward that to the duty doctor, or forward that to whichever doctor you want, to make sure that they're aware that there's a positive result there, because that's an infectious disease and that's quite important. So we go to the next one. HIV not detected, screen negative. So this is another annoying thing the lab does, is sometimes they put extra words in, they put extra things in, which is annoying. So this is, instead of just saying not detected, it's put not detected, screen negative. Thanks for that. but that means negative. So that's the same for hepatitis B and screen negative. So, and they've written here no evidence of whatever this is. So that's all negative. File entire report. Normal. So here we've got loads. So that's negative. That's not negative. That's negative. That's screen positive, at least they've been quite obvious about that. That's positive. That's positive. That's negative. That's positive. That's positive. That's positive. That's positive. So what you might want to do is there's only a couple of things in there that are negative. The other option you've got, instead of filing battery, is just to leave it. If it's that complicated, it's fine. Just leave it, because that's not gonna work out very well. So I'm just gonna leave that one. Okay.